Let's go. Step in the ring with me. I'm a dog.
So what's up? This is ClawsOnTurf. Thank you for stopping by the channel. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. I'm a new and upcoming channel trying to grow, and I really appreciate all the support, okay? So let's dive into this video. Brian Burns, do you want him to stay and get that big contract, or are you like, hey, he can kick rocks? How do you feel about it, okay? We're going to dive into the pros and cons of keeping Brian Burns and giving him that contract, and we're also going to compare elite pass rushers, their contract, and look at their stats, versus Brian Burns. All right, start with TJ Watt. I will also update the years of experience. It was not updated, so I'm going to update it as I speak. Okay, so TJ Watt, first round pick, 7 years of experience, and he's 29 years old. His average salary is 28 million. Joey Bosa, first round pick, 8 years of experience. He's 28 years old. His average salary is 27 million. Khalil Mack, first round pick. He's 10 years of experience, 33 years old. His average salary is 23.5. Max Crosby, fourth round pick, 5 years of experience. He's 26 years old. His average salary is 23.5. Myles Garrett, first round pick, 7 years experience, 28 years old. His average salary is 25 million. And last but not least, Brian Burns, first round pick, 5 years of experience, 25 years old. Average salary is 3 million. Total guarantees 13 million. So this is general stuff that I pulled off online. If you want to look more into it, you can go and read up on it. So those are the contracts, all right? So let's get into the stats. I'm gonna look at the first 5 years of each of those players I mentioned, the first 5 years of their career, because Brian Burns, he's only had 5 years of experience. So let's look into that and compare them, okay? We're gonna start with TJ Watt. Then you got Joey Bosa. Got Khalil Mack. Got Max Crosby. Got Myles Garrett. And then you got Brian Burns. Now, as you look at those stats for the first 5 seasons, clearly they have better stats. And some of them have way better stats than Brian Burns. All right, so it could be a debate to why he shouldn't get as much money as those elite pass rushers. Totally fine. Valid argument. All right. Also, something that can go against Brian Burns, for getting no deal is, the cap space that the Carolina Panthers have. We need more space, right? We need more cap space. The need to focus on offense. We need weapons on offense. All right, so getting rid of Brian Burns, maybe we can afford to get other players to come in. So, draft capital needs, rebuild mode. So there's a bicker and debate whether we're in rebuild mode or not. Is it like half, like retooling, or rebuild mode? So if you think we're in rebuild mode, maybe we could get away with getting rid of Brian Burns, okay? He's not worthy of a big contract. Some people think he's not because of his down year. So those are some reasons why to not consider giving Brian Burns a big contract. Now, if you want to dive into why the Panthers should give him a big contract, I'll break it down for you. For 2 seasons, Brian Burns has led the Panthers in sacks. All right. In 2020 and 2022. 2022, he had a career high in a lot of categories, okay? He had 12.5 sacks in 2022 and 17 tackles for loss. All right. Unfortunately, in 2023, yes, he had 8 sacks and 15 tackles for loss. So he had a down year compared to 2022. And that's fair. It's fair. Every player has their down years. Every elite player is going to have down years. All right. That is what it is. No player is perfect. He's a 2-time Pro Bowler. All right. He's ranked 6th all-time in Panthers history when it comes to sacks. He has 46 sacks right now. He's 5th all-time in Panthers history with tackles for loss. He has 59 currently. He still has a lot of potential. He's only 25, soon to be 26, but he's only 25 years old. He still has a lot to give, a lot of potential. Yes, I know he's not the most dominant pass rusher, but he's been solid for us. All the seasons that he's been in Carolina, he's been solid. And even one year when Hassan Reddick was on the Panthers, he had like a few more sacks than Brian Burns had. All right, but we let Hassan Reddick slip away, right? So think about it. If you're Brian Burns, they had a player with more sacks than me. If I'm Brian Burns, right? They got rid of him. They didn't get rid of me when they had 2 first-round picks. The Rams, they offered us 2 first-round picks. So it's like you get rid of someone that had more sacks than me. You decline a deal for 2 first-round picks. I think that I'm valuable. I know that I'm valuable even if you didn't even do those things. He's a good player. So if you're at your job and you ask your boss for a raise, or you know what you're worth and those things happen, what would you do? What would you want? You know, he wanted to set himself up. He's a young player. He wanted to set himself up, right? He knows he's talented. So I feel like it'd be a mistake if they let Brian Burns go. And if you let him go, in order for it not to be a mistake, you better have some reassurances. You better have a good plan, a good solid plan for his replacement and what you're going to do. Because he's going to be balling like other players that have been balling leaving Carolina. All right, that's going to happen again. I feel like you work some magic, do what you got to do to keep him here. There were reports that said he wanted $30 million. Don't know if they're true or not. I don't know. Shit, give him close to $30 million. Give him 28, 29, something. 29.5. I don't care what you got to do. I would keep him. And if you want to rebuild, you still need that foundation. You still need that foundation on defense. You don't want to mess around and you focus on offense too much. You get rid of Brian Burns. Now your defense has some big holes and leaks in it. You know? That's just my take on it. But you got to really think about it and just don't say to yourself, wow, he had a bad year in 2023. He don't deserve that money, man. But you can't just completely erase what Brian Burns has done for this organization. Just think on it. In the situation with Carolina Panthers, he sees that he's our only big pass rusher. Just don't think about other teams. Don't think about other contracts. Think about Brian Burns and the Panthers organization right now. We're the worst team in the league. The worst team. We won 2 games in 2023. He knows his value. He knows even if he's taking it for his advantage, it does not matter. Because trust me, billionaires and all the other millionaires out there will do the same thing. Outside of sports also. They do the same thing. So I don't feel bad for the Panthers organization. I don't feel bad. I really don't. So you also got to pay him for what he will do. You know, give him that security. So then he's like, I got my money. Let me ball out. I'm happy they did this for me. This is a family. You got to think that way. You can't just think about all the other stuff because he is a big foundation piece, whether or not he had a down year or not. And all y'all complain about down years, but every elite player has had a down year. You name me one player that has never had a down year. Because even if the numbers look fine to their standards, it's still gonna be down. Leave y'all comments down below and fingers crossed. I really hope Brian Burns stay. And if he doesn't stay, I hope they got a solid plan. I mean, we'll see what happens, man. But I hope they do some type of long-term deal for him and we're able to keep our valuable pieces still. But I'm about to head out. Y'all take care. Take it easy.